guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina K, your local beauty expert. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cover acne scars. This was highly requested by my friends on Snapchat, so I thought while I'm getting ready, let me just show you how I cover my own acne scars. As you know, for the last year, I've been dealing with acne and I finally cleared it up. And of course, as I had it cleared up, it left me with some scars. So if you want to learn how to get full coverage without a cakey face and clear up your acne scars as well as dark under eyes, then please keep watching. So I've already primed my face using the Smashbox primer oil just because my skin was feeling a little bit dry, and this oil is so amazing. I've only used it a couple of times, but so far it's really great. And to make sure I have a good base and an even texture on the skin, I use the Lancome La Base Pro, and it is a perfecting makeup primer, smoothing effect, and it's oil free, which is great, especially if you have acne prone skin. This looks so good. I did a tiny little bit because a little bit goes a long way. And now usually because acne scarring is deep pigmentation, you need to color correct before you go in with concealers. Some concealers will do the trick on their own, but a lot of them will not, and that's why you still see your scars peeking through even the highest coverage foundations. I have a couple of different color correctors here because this will really depend on your skin tone. If you're light to medium skin, you might want to use a peach, orangey, salmon shade. And if you're medium to deeper skin, you want to use deeper orange shades and deeper, even more tans, just something with a really deep orange pigmentation in it. I'm right in the middle, so I can actually use either one of these. For the sake of the video and to show you where to color correct, I'm going to use this orange shade right here. These are both from Motives Cosmetics. They're like corrector concealer quads. I'll link everything I mentioned down below, but I really like these. They sent them to me, but I love them. Taking a concealer brush, I'm just going to add the orange over any deep pigmentations. This also works if you're trying to conceal a mustache or a beard. For me, I have some deep pigmentation around my lips, so I just add a little bit there. But you can color correct your beard or your mustache or wherever you have to shave using the orange shade as well. Now, using a damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to blend out wherever I applied the corrector. So now all of your dark pigmentation should be dramatically lightened up, and that'll really help you with covering it when you go in with your foundation. Today I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm going to use that using a NYX Cosmetics foundation brush. I love using beauty sponges for my foundation, but you're going to get better coverage by using a brush that's more like a kabuki or one of those artiste brushes, or any type of foundation brush is going to give you more high coverage than a beauty sponge. So I like to start with the outer corners where I have the most acne scars, because that's where the most foundation is going to end up. And I use a light hand using light brush strokes, so that way I don't remove any color, because you really want that full coverage to stick over top of the scars. If you don't have scars anywhere else, you just have to lightly drag the color forward and leave the fullest coverage of foundation right on the scars, and that makes sure you don't look like a cake face, but you still have good coverage over your scars, because girl, I understand. Everywhere else on my skin looks pretty great. See this spot? It keeps moving, and I'm going to show you how to cover that too. Oh no, I got foundation on my shirt. In some spots, for whatever reason, it still shines through or it still peeks out, and the way I fix that is by using a very full coverage concealer and going in and spot correcting. That way you don't have to do a bunch of layers of foundation and end up looking like a cake face. My favorite lately is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and the closest color to your shade of foundation. So for me, that's medium 2 in the shade Ginger. So I'm going to go in and spot correct wherever I still have some darkness showing. And doing that, I like to use just a regular foundation brush that's more like a paint brush. And I'll go right over where I see some darkness. And also for your under eyes, you want to conceal and not highlight. If you want to highlight, that's something completely different. But to conceal, I do the same thing and just add some concealer right over where I already corrected. Using my damp sponge, I blend out underneath my eyes And then lightly where I applied it over my scarring, I just blend out the outer corners because I don't want the sponge to remove any of the pigmentation. I want to highlight my under eye, so I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And this shade is much lighter than me, but it's going to highlight my under eyes. To make sure my under eye makeup stays in place, I'm definitely going to set it using the Dermablend Loose Finishing Powder. I love this powder to bake my under eyes and just to basically set my under eyes. And I'm not going to bake it, so I'm just taking a little fluffy brush and setting it right underneath. To make sure my acne scars stay covered, I'm going to be using a foundation powder. This one is by Maybelline. It's the Better Skin Foundation Powder. I'm in the shade Warm Nude. And I originally picked this up when I still had acne because I wanted something that was going to help protect my skin even more while I was looking for coverage. But now I just use it to set my foundation. You could do the same thing. It really won't matter. And I'm just taking a more fluffy, rounded foundation brush into the powder. And right over where we applied all the concealers, I'm just setting it in. And now when I go in with my bronzers and highlights, it's not going to move and it's going to last a really long time. And it just gives that little extra coverage without it looking too piled on and too much. And I don't even put it on the rest of my face. I just lightly fluff it out and blend out the edges. That way my face still looks dewy and has a nice glow to it while still having my acne scars covered up. Now that I finished covering my acne scars, I'm going to take a minute and finish the rest of my face and add some bronzer and highlight, and I'll be right back. Here is my finished look. No acne scars to be found. I had taken off that shirt because, as you saw, I dropped foundation on myself. So annoying, but it's drying right now. I washed it off. I hope I was able to help you cover your acne scars because I know it could really bring your confidence down. Even when you cleared up your acne, you still have these dark pigmentation spots left on your skin. It's so annoying. To keep you updated, I'm going to let you know on Snapchat about any new products I find for skin brightening tools because things like that will help remove any spots. And if you have any suggestions, please link them or comment them down below so we can all read it. I'm happy to find new stuff and share it with everyone. If you have any tips also, please leave them down below. And if you have any more questions, something that you feel I can help you with, make sure you just comment to me because I answer every single comment. I thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you feel like it helped you. And I will see you next time. Bye.